Hi, hello everyone, you're welcome to the channel. Hi family, you guys are welcome here, and I'm Favor Napoleon, and this channel is Speaking Life with Favor Napoleon. Guys, a lot of people have been writing in the comment section asking me some personal question. Guys, according to YouTube policy, it's not everything I can reply on the comment section. If you want to get information about Highland from me, feel free. All you just need to do is to send me a DM on my WhatsApp, sorry, I said WhatsApp, on my Instagram page. Guys, I'm Favor Napoleon 7. So just search on Favor Napoleon 7 on Instagram and send your DM, guys, so I will answer all the questions and render you all the assistance I can at the best of my knowledge, guys. But I saw a lot of people asking on the comment section, they want to relocate to Highland. You know, they already have this document, what they should do and what they should do. I cannot be able to write that there I can't be able to write that there, guys. I can only reply some that I can reply. But if I don't reply you, please don't feel offended. All you just need to do is to DM me, Favor Napoleon 7 on Instagram. And guys, I will reply you as soon as I see it. So guys, on today's video, I am going to be talking about PPSN. Guys, you know, everyone that comes to Ireland, they are told, you must have a PPS, you must have a PPS. PPS is like this. Without PPS, you can't do this, you can't do this. But guys, in this video, I'm going to be talking about PPS. Not everyone must have a PPS. It is not a by force thing. And it doesn't mean that if you are living in Ireland, you should have a PPS. Is optional if you want to or if you don't want to. But in this video, I'm going to be telling you the importance, you know, why you should, or if you don't want to, and what also the areas that it will also affect you if you don't have PPS, the advantage, the disadvantages. I am going to be explaining it in this video. And the first question is, what is PPSN? Personal Public Service Number, PPSN, guys. And it contains 7 letters, 7 numbers, numerically 7 numbers. Sometimes it contains 2 or 1 alphabet. You know, it's just like a reference number, and it helps you have access to social welfare, social benefit, public information in Ireland, to public services. You know, if you want to do anything in Ireland, you know, maybe you go to an office, they want to check, maybe before they can attend to you, they want to check your data, they'll ask for your PPS. But that doesn't mean that everybody must have it or is mandatory. It all depends. If, for example, you are but okay, let me rewind, guys. I don't want to make this video too rush. I want to explain it in a way that people will understand it, because in the next video I'm going to be explaining how the process of doing a PPS. So in this video, I'm just putting out there that PPS is not mandatory. It's optional for some set of people. So in Ireland, we popularly call it PPS. We just remove the N if we are talking to people, but officially it is called PPSN, Personal Public Service Number. But in Ireland, if I'm calling someone on phone, I just call it PPS for fast tracks, guys. So guys, I already explained that it has 7-digit number, and also with alphabet 2 or 3, like mine is 2 alphabets. So guys, then for those who are from EU, it's not compulsory that they must have a PPS. It's optional. If they want to have PPS, they can have PPS. If they don't want to have PPS, they can decide not to have PPS. But if you are not an EU citizen, maybe you are, what I mean by EU citizen, you are from other part of Europe and you are a citizen, you have their nation passport, their national passport from other Europe country. So you can decide not to have a PPS. But if you are here from you are you are given permit to be resident in this country, you should have a PPS number. Because if you don't have PPS number, there are a lot of things you cannot have access to. You can't have access to social welfare. You can't have access to any benefits that is coming, that is being announced, or that you are privileged to have. You can't have access to those privileges because you don't have a PPS number. But if you are already an EU citizen, you can have access to these things even without a PPS number. And now I'm going to share with you guys, I'm going to share with you guys the disadvantage of not having a PPS as an EU citizen. Okay, but before I share that, I hope it's clear with the part I talked about. If you have a permit to stay in Ireland, to be a resident in Ireland, to work in Ireland, you must have a PPSN number. You must have that reference number, because with that number you can be able to access public benefit. You can have access to everything. For example, a few weeks ago, I wanted to make an inquiry in an office. You know, instead of the guy to ask me my name or what I do or whatever, he just asked me for my PPS, because in my PPS number contains all my informations. You know, immediately just put my PPS number immediately put my PPS number on the system. He knew where I lived. He just had my data. You know, he knew where I live, he knew where I was working, where my spouse is working, you know, every information just came up, you know. It's a reference number, you know, it's like an identification number. Yes, I think that's the word for someone who is just for a layman. It's an identification number. It's a way of identifying, you know, people, but it goes beyond that. Because with PPS, you can be able to have access to other things. So guys, that brings me back to the EU. You know, the concentration based on the title, you know, no PPS needed. Not everyone needs PPS. And guys, I'm going to, am I rushing too much, guys? I think I'm rushing to make the video very short. So if you're an EU citizen, the disadvantage of you not having PPS is this. When you are working in an organization or you're working anywhere, you're going to pay 40% of your earnings as tax for PPS. You pay 40% and they will charge you more. You know, if you are working 1,000 euros, for example, you pay 40% of 1,000 euro, which is 400 euro, and your take home money will become 600. You know, but if you have PPS, your tax will be low beyond that, will be way low beyond that. And so that's one of the disadvantage. But you can decide to say, oh, I don't mind, I can pay 40%, I must not have a PPSN number. So it doesn't take anything from you. So the place it really affects the EU citizen is just in their tax. You know, they tend to pay more in their tax. They pay 40% of their tax because they don't have a PPS. And the good news is that if you decide to not have a PPS, maybe after 1 year living in Ireland, or after 1 month living in Ireland, or if you have received salary for so many years or so many months, and you change your mind and say, oh, no, I need to have a PPS, you will also be refunded all the excess tax that you paid. You know, if you maybe, for example, the tax, maybe the tax is 20% or 10%, you'll be refunded back 20 or 30% back to your account. Maybe you've worked for 2 years, you might be paid back 5,000 euros or 3,000 euros or 2,000 euros. Yes, so those money can be refunded back. Will be refunded, not that it can. Yes, it can and it will be refunded back to you. All you just need to do is to apply for a refund, and all your money will be refunded to you. So PPS is not mandatory. So if you want to pay the 40%, you don't need to have a PPS. But if you don't want to pay 40% of your tax, you know, all you need to do is to get a PPS number. So, as I was saying, not everyone needs a PPS. But if you want your money to be coming to your account as an EU citizen, you get your PPS. So, guys, that is the explanation about PPS. And that brings me to the end of the video. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you understand the purpose, you know, of PPS and in this video. So guys, in the next video, I'm going to be talking about the process of having a PPS. There are so many people that want to get PPS. They've tried different means, they couldn't. So I'm going to be sharing with you how I got my own, because my before I could get my PPS, guys, it was a little bit challenging, but I'm going to share with you in the next video the scope on how to get PPS faster and easier. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share my video, like this video, and please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.